Few verses are not quite clear to me. He says to be a kind of fool. What does it mean by being a kind of a fool or innocent?
He believes what the great ones tell him. Can't remember? Someone who's silly believes anyone.
What, to be a kind of a fool?
Now, this is great wisdom here. To be dumb, to be silly, to be ignorant. It is a person who makes himself smaller because he understands how much he doesn't understand. A fool is usually someone prideful, and a sage knows how much he doesn't know, how much he doesn't attain, how much he's powerless, and so to be ignorant is a spiritual degree. It is a result of attaining the force of creation, the whole of creation, the scope of it, the wholeness of it, and in comparison, who you are. You know, it's like when you go into a hospital and you ask some cleaning lady and she knows everything. You go to a professor, not someone, from today, but a true professor, and he's always in doubts. Maybe it's this way, maybe that way, maybe. The more knowledge, the more pain. So the ignorance here comes from knowing a lot.
We had such a cleaning lady where I work. She really didn't know anything.
Well, there, yeah.
And I says, work is simplicity in nature. What is it?
Pshat, yeah. This means that everything is determined by the simple abstract light that fills up the whole of reality. It's at the foundation of creation, and everything that we see, all the confusions, etc., is because we do not attain that foundation.
Then he says the order of work is to be in lowliness or happiness. This is something I never could understand. Someone said it yesterday. How can you be in a state of lowliness and happiness at the same time?
In joyfulness from reaching lowliness.
What is this lowliness?
That I feel myself towards the upper force, that I'm in His hand and He controls everything, and I have attained it through my very great efforts. And then I am in wholeness, in joyfulness from discovering it.
Then he says one can never fall. I keep falling, so how can it be?
No, whoever decides that all his actions come from the upper force who controls him, governs him 100% because he has neutralized his will to receive, made it zero restriction. It's not zero just in terms of nothing. It's a great work of restricting the entire will to receive. And then he's in a state where the Creator can do whatever He wants with him. And He Himself is not just zero. He also fulfills His vessel. The will to receive doesn't disappear. It doesn't become purified. He also fulfills His vessels with light of chasadim. And then do whatever you want with Him. He's free.
Towards what? Towards whom I should be as you have defined?
With respect to your will to receive.
With my will to receive, or the way I study, towards my 10, my whole life I should be like this?
With respect to the 10, with respect to the study, with respect to spirituality.
And respect to life also?
No. There you are the boss. Today we are beginning to somewhat come closer to that state of what are two worlds, the world of Malchut and the world of Bina. So in spirituality we're at the degree of Bina, and in our world we have to behave like in Malchut.
So to behave as usual, not to change anything.
Not to change anything.
In my personal life, not with respect to the wife, kids, no, nothing. To be just like that.
Just be a human being.
You tell me to be tzvika. What?